Welcome all you beautiful people to your Lionsgate portal reading for 8/8 of 2022. The Lionsgate is all about when the sun is in Leo, and it lines up with the star Sirius, with the Orion's belt, and the Earth, which brings in amazing manifesting energy. All of those eights, the eighth house of the zodiac is actually the house of Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto and Aries. So you've got all this power, fiery power that comes in, transformational energy and passion that comes in and is available for this portal for this time. I've also brought out the strength card, which is the number 8 in the major arcana in the tarot. And you can see here, of course, there's a lion on there. And this is about the relationship between our lower self and our higher self, and bringing in this beautiful bridge between the realms. The number 8s and all of the minor arcana represent going to another level. You know, the 8 of fire or the 8 of wands is about energy coming in, messages coming in from spirit. You got the 8 of earth or the 8 of pentacles, which is about stepping up into a new place in the world, whether it's moving from like kind of a apprentice into a master level. And then you have the 8 of air, which would be the 8 of swords, which brings an awareness around our thoughts and our beliefs, those things that have been restricting us within our minds, allowing us to move to a next level. And then, of course, the 8 of water, the 8 of cups, is about leaving behind the emotions that are no longer serving us. So there is this beautiful energy coming in for this portal. And we're going to look into each zodiac sign. And we're going to look in to see, what did you learn over this last year from the last portal opening on August 8th of 2021. And then secondly, we're going to look at what you're leaving behind, what you're surrendering. And then number 3, what's the next step that you're going to head off on? What journey are you going to be looking at for this next year? So we're going to jump into each of the individual zodiac signs, and I'm going to jump into your reading right now. And before we jump into your reading, I just wanted to make a quick announcement that I'm going to be having a drawing once I reach 1,000 or more subscribers on my YouTube channel. I will be having a drawing for 10 1-hour personal readings for 10 lucky individuals. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate you considering doing so. And if you do, make sure to click on the little alarm button to be notified and select the all option, so that when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will put out a special video letting you know how you can enter that drawing. So I really appreciate all of you watching, and we'll get into your reading now. All right, Capricorns, this is your Lionsgate portal reading, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. But we're going to give these a good shuffle and see what Creator and Spirit would like you to know about what you learned from the last Lionsgate portal back on August 8th of 2021 up until now. So Creator, for our Capricorns, all our Capricorns, what would you like them to know about what they learned over this last year? Okay, they do want this one right here. And you have Building Blocks, card number 28. Excellent. Kind of feel like this is about patience and taking steps to build things, whether it's relationships, your own business, your body, whatever it might be, your finances. But let's take a look here and see what energies come in here. So, of course, strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. So you had everything you needed to cultivate an extraordinary life. It was a time when your focus needed to be on the foundation that you were building upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being were underwritten by your values, your ethics, your morals, and your core beliefs. Were they still true for you, you asked yourself? And will they stand the test of time and serve as a solid grounding upon which you could construct your life? you were making changes that affected everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable one, and it is a beautiful design. So I love that. So you did make some decisions, and at the time, whether you felt they were positive or not, they definitely have given you the power and the courage to make these changes, to make decisions for you rather than trying to people please and try to make everyone else happy. You were actually determining what did you want, and you were making those decisions and choices for you instead of self-sacrificing yourself, which is great. We're also going to pull from the Power of Surrender cards here. Just see what Creator and Spirit would like you to know about what you're ready to leave behind, surrender, or let go of as you step into this new portal. All right, so for our Capricorns, what would you like them to know about what they're ready to let go and leave behind? Okay, this is the one right here. And you've got surrendering to creativity. Love it. Yep, definitely this rebirth, choosing to be creative and not restrict yourself. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Yeah, so that fits exactly into what we were talking about. You're able to see what you wanted and how you came up with creative ways in order for you to do that. You didn't feel so restricted because you weren't putting yourself in a box of people pleasing. So I love that for you. We're also going to pull from the Good Tarot here and see what steps, next steps they want you to know about as you step through into this new Lionsgate portal that will impact you for over this next year as you journey through it. And for some reason, for you, I haven't said this to any other reading. I feel like all this green suddenly jumped out to me about being the Emerald City of the Wizard of Oz, and you're on this beautiful yellow brick road as you're headed off into this dream. So whatever that means for you guys, there you go. What else would you like our Capricorns to know, please? Okay, those two. What else? They do want that one there and this one here. So we will start with this one down here, and you have the Page of Earth, or the Page of Pentacles. So Pentacles is your outside world. I really feel like the Pentacles does have a story or an energy around worth and how you define yourself by the outside world. And so the pages do represent you moving to a new level in considering your worth and who you are and what you're able to accomplish, which makes sense with everything that you were learning before. You're really applying this attitude of accepting that being selfish is an important piece of your journey, because if you aren't whole and complete and overflowing, then you're just giving out bitter, sour waters of resentment out to people instead of you filling up and everyone else getting the delicious overflow. Pages also are messengers, and I really feel with this Page of Earth or Page of Pentacles, this means new opportunities that are coming from the outside world as well, which is great. It makes total sense that without you boxing yourself in and allowing your creativity to flow, you're going to see ways unfold that you didn't see, answers and possibilities that you didn't see before because you had this narrow way of looking at things. But as that expansion of your vision has grown, there's so many things within it that you didn't see before. So I love that for you. And then you have the Two of Air. Air is swords, which is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the Two of Air basically comes in saying that there's always two places that you can get information from when you're making a decision. And those are going to be information based on the spiritual world, which is rooted in unconditional love, and information from the physical world, which is rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. Old way of thinking about making other people happy, pleasing other people, all those expectations of who you're supposed to be, of who you should be, of what you're supposed to do, what you need to do, what you have to do. Oh my gosh, that's just heavy feeling, right? But then you have the unconditional of expressing your life in this beautiful, beautiful way, which is the transition that you've come from. And so you are putting that into practice, realizing that every moment is a simple mental choice, a simple emotional choice between unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. Keep it simple this next year. New opportunities coming in. Then you have the Seven of Air. So Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is kind of known as the thievery card or the deceiver. Because this is your mind and your thoughts, you also are really seeing those thoughts and those beliefs that had restricted you before. Like I said, old way of thinking. Those things that you just kept yourself feeling small and feeling worthless and having like this retail price on you instead of allowing yourself to have this creativity and this openness and this free flowingness of mind and ideas. Yep. Because you have the World card, boom. So wonderful card to have. This is very successful. It also means ending of major cycle and beginnings. And 21, when you add 2 + 1 together, equals 3, which is the number of creativity. So you do have this ending of the old cycles, the old ways of looking at things, and you are moving into this new place, a whole new world, right? I'm not going to break into a song, but you know the song from Aladdin, right? A whole new world is going to be introduced to you over this next year because you're going to start to see things in a completely different way. We're also going to pull from these everyday tarot and get some more clarity around this adventure for you over this next year. All right. So for our Capricorns, what else would you like them to know about their adventure over this next year, please? Okay, I do want to that one and that one. What else? Okay. Nope, none of those, but they do want this one for over here. Okay, yeah, they do want these 3. So this one's up here, and then these 2 for up here. Okay, nope. Okay. All right. So let's start with this one here, and you've got the Chariot. Power of choice card. So every moment you do have a choice, and this is right on top of that 2 of air. Every moment you do have that choice, both mental and emotional. Like I mentioned, you get to choose no matter what comes your way, what story you want to apply to it. You also get to choose what emotion you want to feel as you go through it. And I know when they first told me that, I was like, I don't feel like I'm making a choice. I feel like something happens. This is what I think it means. Something happens, and this is how I feel. Where's the choice? And they're very patient, and they sat me down and said, look back at your childhood like everyone else. You were given all these popular opinions on what something should mean when it happens and how you should feel as you go through it. And because that opinion was reinforced very strongly over and over and over again, it became your habit to think that and feel that. And then eventually your reaction, where it was so automatic, it didn't feel like you're making a decision. But if you slow down, take a deep breath, usually in the beginning, it's after it's happened, we look back and go, oh, that's right. I didn't want it to mean that. I didn't want to feel like that as I went through it. You start creating new habits where eventually, as you're going through something, you revert to a new way, the new habit of thinking and feeling instead of the old way. So I love this power of choice coming in here very clearly for you. And then you have the Judgment card. Card number 20, XX, double endings, double new beginnings. This is really coming into your own. You're realizing you're so much more than this human character that you're playing here. You're this powerful supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, who's the actor behind this character. So your higher self is sounding an alarm for you over this year, really waking you up to the connection that you have and the power of who you really are. So obviously coming through very clear. And then you have temperance as well. And this is a very alchemical card, a card of alchemy, where you're transforming. You can see there are 2 of cups here. So you're basically pouring the unconditional love of the higher realms down into the lower cup, which is the cup of the human world. So you are finding this fulfillment. You are finding this balance between the higher things and the lower things, allowing yourself to fill up. I really feel like this is that message of you don't need to be this, barrel that everyone's sucking the life force out of you. You're realizing that you get to feel that love from above, from your higher self. You get to allow that to fill you up and fulfill you, and really allow you to see who you are there. Yeah, because you have the Knight of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, all this, swords we talked about. And Knights are about action. So this is about movement of thought and change of thought. And you can see then here that he has the Ace of Swords. That's what he is questing out of or after, because that's what Knights do. They quest. And so this is a search for your higher truths as you go throughout this next year. You really are looking into those things, because that sword is what gives you the ability to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm that are rooted in unconditional love. It allows you to cut away and slice away those old deceiving thoughts that are no longer serving you. So you do have this beautiful movement of mind as you go through this next year. Because then you have the King of Swords. So you definitely have the Ace of Swords in your hot little hands, which means you do achieve it, you do find it. So many truths. And what's great is you have a great control over your mind over this next year and your thoughts. Because the king not only rules the air element, all the kings get an extra air element, so you have double air. Definitely control over your thoughts and beliefs. And also, the swords have this message of communication. And this is like you being a master communicator, you being able to really specifically and successfully communicate whatever field you're in, or whatever your concerns are, whatever this creativity is around. If it's a relationship, you're able to really communicate very well in a relationship. If it's a job, you're able to be like this master communicator, where maybe people even go, hey, how would you say this? Or, hey, can you, put that communication together for us, because you're so good at it. It's really known for your communication out into the world, or in a relationship. Yeah. And then you have the Strength card. Here is the core card of the Lion's Gate. And this is basically reinforcing also the Judgment card, because here's your human self, your higher self with your infinity symbol in your hair, reflecting that eternal you. And this is about you developing that relationship with your lion, the Lion's Gate. So you definitely are grasping this power over this next year and making so much of it. I mean, really, this master communication, whatever it is, if you're doing a YouTube channel, if you're putting out a book, if you're creating curriculum, you're going to be able to communicate it in such strong ways with all this energy that's coming forward here for you. But you are definitely making choices for you, building these blocks towards things, allowing yourself to express this creativity in beautiful, beautiful, amazing ways. And I'm loving this for you, Capricorns. If you are looking for even more messages of love and clarity, in addition to these videos, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, also monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. I'll actually post links here at the end of the video in the corners for those playlists if you want to check any of those out. But if you also want to be notified immediately when new videos become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, Also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like a video, share a video, comment on a video, and especially subscribing to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy and wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, I am, of course, very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, all you mighty Capricorns, as you go through this Lion's Gate, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.